What is good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from LifestyleDidIt.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a Rick Ross sounding beat. Been listening to his new album like crazy, and I really wanted to cover the calmer side of it, so we're not going to be necessarily doing the trap side of it. We're going to be really doing that soulful, laid back, boom bap, bass heavy, and I'm going to show you my approach to making this style of beats because it definitely is one of my favorite. Let's get into it. So I have the bare essentials pulled up. I have a piano, a bass, kick, snare, and then I have a drum sampler open so we could get some real drum groove going with the hi-hats and the crash. So we're going to get into the drums first. Actually, I want to start off with getting the rhythm of the beat down before I lay the piano, melody, vocals, everything. I'm just going to start with the drums. So I got a kick and snare from the homie Chris Punsaline out of one of his drum loops. So I'm going to place our tempo around 80 to like 85, and I'm going to go in here and start to make the real bare part of the drums and then go give it more movement, velocity, and life to it, but I'm going to just get a pattern going. So I'm going to put my snare on the twos. And I'm going to go in here and start messing with the kicks. And I kind of want it to have boom, 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 boom. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, you're going to hear me doing that a lot throughout this tutorial, so get ready. All right, let's layer this over here and then switch this one up a tiny bit, so I'm not going to have it do this. And then right here, let's try to do a triplet. Let's see what that sounds like. Maybe. Let's turn these velocities down. Let's see. We might do this. It might be too aggressive. Actually, that actually sounds dope. So you see these little ghosting on the kick. So ghost notes are really just quieter notes, especially if you're playing drums and you're on the snare. 1, 2, ba, 2, 1, 2, ba, 2, 1, 2, ba, ba. Right? You're ghosting some of the notes to kind of keep time and give it a different rhythm. We're going to ghost a few of the kicks and snares throughout this. So let's just make sure we have a low velocity selected, go through and kind of put them where we would think a ghost note could sound cool on the kick.
Right? Or we could try to ghost this one. Let's see. That sounds cool. Let's see what this is on.
So I actually like how that's sounding so far. I'm going to leave the snare by itself. All I'm going to do with the snare is go in here and I'm going to kind of offset these. So I'm going to Control A and then Alt, move it over a tiny bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually go into Kontakt, and we have DrumLab open, and I'm going to find, there's the hi-hat. Let's find like the crash. So we got a shaker here. All right, now all we have to do is turn down random velocities of this ride, and then we'll go into the shaker and kind of giving that its own little vibe. So let's turn that down because it's pretty loud. And then we actually want this one to be kind of late, so let's move this over like this and bring it down. And this will keep time, so this is going to be a stomp on the hi-hat. We'll have this just keeping time. And we'll have it every 2 like that. Cool, that sounds good. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to take all these, kind of scooch them over just a tiny bit. And so far we have that for the drum loop. Now we need to add some chords to this. I like it. I want to see what it sounds like moved around a tiny bit. This sounds good. All right, let's bring this down a little bit. And let's go find a cool bass line we could play. So we're going to follow the core notes, but we're going to add a little bit. So we have E, B, and C. So let's try that on the bass and see what it sounds like. So actually we could just copy these over. So let's do Control C and go in here, Control V, And then let's quantize them and cut them off at certain parts where the drums come in. So now the next thing we're going to do is actually clone this, and we're going to go find something dark. Let's just try it. Let's see what we can come up with. That sounds really dope. Hold on, I want to record that. I'm probably going to mess it up. Let's go record. Do. Oh, this is sounding crazy. All right, let's quantize this just a tiny bit. I know I hit a couple notes too hard. Last thing I want to do is add maybe like a guitar or something, or just a few little noises, or maybe a vocal. So actually, let's go hunt for a vocal. I'm going to get the key that I'm in, and an easy way to do this if you're not good at key signatures. Website called Key Signature Finder. I'm going to just punch in my notes real quick. So it's telling me D major. All right, so we're on Splice. Let's find a vocal in D major. All right, so I just want this last part from this vocal, and it's really loud. But let's get that in here. So let me delete these two, and I'm probably going to pitch it down, but let's put some reverb on it. Quite a bit of reverb. I really want this tucked in the back, and it's just to kind of accent this. And then we're going to add a string, and we'll pretty much be done. So let's go like this. And let's try it pitch down. Let's do it like that. That sounds dope. And maybe one more up. And make sure to tell it to turn off. So that sounds good. Cool, and then the last thing we're going to do, let's duplicate Kontakt and let's throw some strings on this, and it is going to go crazy and be done. Something like this. Let's clone this, and hopefully I could remember what I played. Let me hear it real quick. Alright, I think it was something like that. Let me take the bass out. Alright, let's record that. That sounds crazy. 2, 3, 4. And then this is what the beat would sound like. So hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. You guys can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com. Drop a comment down below, another artist or style of beats you want me to cover. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.